As far as sweet, sweet victories go, this one is right up there. 12 months maternity leave for NRLW players, continued support for the first 24 months of Bub's life, and for their clubs, a replacement player while the mum-to-be is out of action.
Bruiser has done it again!
It comes after a landmark win last month for Iceland superstar Sara Björk Gunnarsdottir, who FIFA ruled was discriminated against by one of Europe's biggest football clubs, underpaid while on maternity leave and shunned on her return.
I'm so proud of myself of going through all the maternity experience and now being back.
Around the world and across sporting codes, the entitlements for female athletes are varied. FIFA players get a minimum of 14 weeks paid parental leave. Netball Australia offers primary carers 18 weeks. England's women's rugby players have just locked in 26 weeks of maternity leave at full pay, while Cricket Australia gives primary carers 12 months leave, however they welcome their child.
It's not just the physiological changes that occur from pregnancy through to postpartum and return to that elite level sport, but it's more of the logistical challenges that women have to endure. So it's a real juggling act.
While some female sports stars have managed to have it all, at least for a time,
And Serena smashes Steffi's record. It's number 23.
even those with all the money and the means in the world have eventually had to choose between the sport they love and the family they want. So, how can our sporting codes support female athletes to continue kicking goals well into motherhood?
Things like travel policies, maternity leave, guaranteed contracts, they need an opportunity to be able to recover both physically and physiologically.
Ali Brigginshaw is the captain of the NRLW Brisbane Broncos. She joins us now. Ali, just what have you made of this new agreement and how have your teammates reacted?
Yeah, it's been a long time coming. It's been, 4 or 5 months overdue, so it should have been done last October. So we've got there now, and yes, we are excited, but we still have a long way to go, I believe. We just want what's fair for the NRLW and the players, and yes, we've got an agreement, but we still have some work to do.
Well, you say it there. It should have been done at the end of last year, so it wasn't easy to get this agreement. Just how hard was this journey?
Yeah, it's been very long, very frustrating. One of the easiest parts of rugby league is actually running on the field, because off the field we work so hard in trying to get these rights. Having a CBA is very important to the women's game because we're being left behind to other sports in the professionalism.
Is this agreement enough, though? Does it make it possible for people like yourself and others to be full-time professional athletes in the NRLW?
It doesn't. We haven't got there yet. Yes, it's brought up the minimum wage and that's great for those players, but there's still not enough revenue or money income to be full-time, and it is challenging, but now we get to at least plan our calendar for the year. We've been sitting in unknown territory about what to do, what to plan, when to start training, and now we can start training. It's just, I think we're still a fair bit off being professional.
And given the issues that many players face in terms of parenting and playing the game, do you reflect on the fact that there must be players that have made decisions and just actually haven't continued playing?
I've seen quite a few players. They're very talented and they've gone into motherhood and had children, and they haven't actually been able to return to the game because the support just wasn't there. I still see them, they're living with their families, but I think what a great player that rugby league misses out on, because there wasn't no support there in the pregnancy policy. So we've got there now, but yes, the game has lost quite a few talented players without having that pregnancy policy.
Ali, how has being a parent impacted you as a player?
Yeah, parenting. It's challenging when you don't have those don't have draws being released and the unknown of when mum's going to be away. So I have those conversations with my kids about what the season looks like, and sometimes it's the unknown of when you're going to take the field and when that's happening. So at least now we have some clarity about when that's happening, and we can plan our lives around that because we all have families.
In which environment are there less tantrums?
There actually is some in the women's space, but they're all for a good cause, so we're working towards something.
Hey, Ali, you know that we're a hard-hitting news program, objective, of course. So I have to ask on a scale of 100% to 100%, are the Broncos going to win this year?
Yes, we're going to win. Men's and women's. I'm backing the men. They've had a great pre-season and I'm excited to see the Broncos find success. Definitely.
You're braver than I, Ali. I'd say 100% for the women, not sure about the men.
I'm going to respectfully disagree.
Ali, thank you very much. Have a great Friday night.
No worries, thank you.
Disagreeing with me, Susie.
I know, who am I disagreeing with? Ali. She could take me.
She really could. She's that good. This is such a monumental step for the NRLW, but also women's sport in Australia. I hate using the term women's sport, but just for female athletes in general, because it's things that I guess many of the population just probably don't even consider for them. And even Ali there, you hear her say it, it's still not enough to be full-time professional athletes. There is still so much of a way that needs, and so much ground that needs to be made, but at least they can, you know, launch a season, plan their lives around this, get it sorted with their families, and have the support, I think, which is just so key. And especially for younger girls coming through to look at this as a genuine career, this is huge.
Do you honestly think the Broncos are going to win?
The women's game? Yes.
And the men's?
No.
Okay.
But I will
that.
always hope. I will always live in hope. I'm happy to be proved wrong, Broncos.
Who do you think?
I mean, look.
Because you're such a huge sports fan, Susie.
I mean, Michael, I resent that. But look, I'm just hoping that the Rabbitohs, for the sake of my father, I'm just hoping that the Rabbitohs win the men's.
Yeah.
Because otherwise I will never hear the end of it.